Hey YouTube, welcome back. Let's see how our airline is doing. Another day has passed. And I see a lot of green now. That's a good sign. So we have 6 million. I'm not sure if that's more or less than yesterday. But yeah, we're actually making a profit now on excuse me, on many of our routes. So what we can do now is we can go check all the routes again, see what we can change. But I was also thinking of making another headquarters, or what's it called, an airline base. And I know I said that this would be a good base, Gaziantep, but it doesn't feel diagonal enough for me. We're diagonal airways. We're going from northwest to southeast in this under this angles more or less. So maybe yeah, Syria would also not be a good idea because actually it's not even allowed. There's a war going on. How about Jordan? No international connection, so that would also not be a good idea because then passengers they could fly to Jordan and they could fly within Jordan, but they could not transfer to another flight outside of the country. So what's left then? Maybe Cyprus. It's an open market. Yeah, let's make an airline base in Cyprus. And this, or was there already someone here? There is an airline base here already, but as you can see, there are 9 routes, but their weekly passengers is 0. So there's probably someone who doesn't play the game anymore. Because if you just stop playing the game, what happens is your airplanes will lose, will age, will break, and at some point they will just not work anymore. So I think this is a good idea. If we do that, we might also want to borrow some money from the bank. But for now, let's make our headquarters here in Larnaca International Airport. It costs 4 million. Let's do it. Build a base. So we have our headquarters in Rhodes. Hey, why doesn't it show up? Yeah, we have our headquarters here. Ah, there it is. And an airline base here in Cyprus. So what we can do now is we can make routes from Cyprus to somewhere else, not just from our headquarters. For example, we could go to Kuwait, almost 1 million people here. No international connections allowed, so we have to keep that in mind, that they cannot transfer. So we cannot go from Rhodes Island to Kuwait because we cannot create intercontinental flights. But if we click here, we can change our from airport, and we can go from Larnaca to Kuwait because it counts as a regional flight. It's in different countries but in the same continent. So that's what we will do. We start cheap again. We buy a Cessna Caravan. Oh, we don't have any cash. We borrow some money first. So 30 million. It will take a long time to pay it back. We have to pay 70,000 weekly, which is all of our profit. But we will also make some more routes. So let's fly to Kuwait from Larnaca with a Cessna Caravan, which we still need to buy. Let's purchase, and let's fly 3 times. And let's start with a cheaper price. Okay, that's one new route. We could also go to Baghdad, for example. No base allowed, but we can fly there. Or maybe Saudi Arabia. Also no international connections, but we can fly there. But yeah, for now let's just keep it like this. We might want to check all the routes, and this time let's go through this screen. So I'm going the routes that are going well, like this one. We will just increase the capacity. Actually, wait a minute. Let's start with the routes that are connecting. So the route to our new headquarters, new airline base, needs to have a high capacity, and one to Athens because it's close by and it has a lot of connections. We cannot go further than this. So now Athens has only one slot available, so we cannot add more than one slot. If we want to increase that, we will need to increase the loyalty with that airline. So they are 100% aware that we exist. However, there are other airlines in this airport, so they are not completely loyal to us. And the way we can change that is to provide good service and reliable service. So no old aircrafts that are breaking down, no delays, things like that. So yeah, over time that might increase, but if we really want to increase it more, we need to increase the service quality. So let's increase the service quality just a bit. We will spend a bit more on it, but not too much more. 14,000 for example, or 15,000. Because we also have the loan to pay back. Okay, that's all for these routes. So now we can increase this one. We only have 6 slots left on Rhodes Island. So I have to be a bit... Okay, only add 1. Here we're making a profit, which is nice. Add only 1. Making a profit to Aleppo as well. Only 2 slots left, yeah. Let's go on one of these routes. This one goes to Bergamo. We will add... Oh, we cannot add anything. Let's increase the price a bit. See if we can get away with that. And the one to Rome. Here we can add 2 actually. Yeah, Rome will also be an unimportant connection, I believe. In fact, let's check how the passengers from Rome are flying. So they're going directly from Rhodes Island to Rome, from a few of these cities, and then from there they go all over the world to, for example, Philadelphia and London. And on the way back, they come from all kinds of different locations, and they will travel to any of these cities in the Middle East. Okay, exit map. Now we have 0 slots left, so we cannot increase capacity anymore. And you can change the price. So this one has been fluctuating quite a bit. It might get better as we get more awareness. Yeah, because people are not aware of our airline yet. Let's decrease the capacity here for now. While that awareness is building up, and increase it in this one, for example, which is completely full, and this one as well. Okay, so this one is red, but over time it should get better. We will need to increase the price later as the awareness has gone up. This one is completely full, but is not making a profit, so we can just increase the price here. Let's see, what's the default? This so just slightly below default. Then we have Thessaloniki, which is not full while it was here. Let's just let this one stay as it is. Maybe its awareness can still, yeah, the awareness can still go up. We'll just keep it like that. Then this one is red, but it is full, so we can increase the price. And this one to Barcelona is full, but we can increase the price a bit. And this one just changed the capacity. We could also increase the price slightly, and that's it. Okay, for the rest it's all green. That's nice. So now I'm wondering something. Would it be useful to have a route from Athens to this other airline base in Cyprus? And that I'm not sure of, because now they would be flying from Athens to Rhodes, and then from Rhodes to there, and then from there again further. So yeah, those are things I don't really know. I also don't know if it actually counts as intercontinental or not. If we start from Larnaca. Yeah, it's less than 1,000 kilometers, so it would not count as an intercontinental flight. But the problem is we don't have any slots in Athens anyway, so that answers our question. We should not do that. So instead, let's have another route Oh, let's increase the capacity here if we can. No, we cannot anymore. But let's add another route. How many routes do we have? So we can have 4 more domestic routes and plenty of regional routes. Yeah, how much you get depends on where you build a base. If you build a base in a small country like Cyprus, you will get a lot of regional routes to use, but not many domestic routes, because you could make a domestic route in Cyprus. For example, we could fly to this part, so that's from the one side of the Greek part to the other side of the Greek part. Is it the Greek part? I guess. Or we could fly to the Turkish part. That will count as a domestic route. But even this is not possible because it's less than 50 kilometers. So the game just says no, that's not allowed. We could fly here, but yeah, the question is, do we want to do that? Because if we look at the cities around here, for example this one, most of them use Larnaca International Airport anyway. People there can just go to the other airport. So no, a domestic route is not that useful here. We could however go to these Saudi Arabian countries, or maybe even the Qatar or Bahrain would be a good one. So these are small countries, so there's still the possibility to become the first. Right now we're, for example, we're in 2nd place in Syria actually. Oh, that's nice. Almost 1st place even. But in countries like Bahrain, yeah, we need more than 13 passengers to be in 4th place. Hundreds of passengers to get further than that. So but it can happen at some point. What was the other one? Kuwait. Let's see how we're doing there. Oh, there we need hundreds of passengers to get some reputation. And the other one was, what was it? So small countries are usually easier. Qatar, I guess will be difficult. Yeah, we need hundreds of passengers. So how about Saudi Arabia then? Ooh, there we need thousands of passengers. And Iran also. Okay, so we're going for the small countries. We're going for Kuwait, Bahrain and Qatar. Maybe United Arab Emirates? United Arab Emirates. No, over 10,000 passengers needed to get some reputation. Okay, so we want reputation, because with reputation you can build more bases. In fact, I think we can have another base now with 31 reputation. Let's check if that's possible. We could. Yeah, we could build a base here, right in Kuwait. So that's a possibility. So yeah, you want reputation, and let's try to get it from these small countries. So we will add 2 more flights. One to Bahrain. Purchase a Cessna Caravan. We'll use bigger aircrafts later on. Start with a low price. Create. And then one to Qatar. Although maybe the cities around there use Qatar airport anyway. Bahrain. No, it only uses Bahrain. Okay, because it's a different country. So we can also fly to Qatar. Or maybe, is there another airport in the same country? No. Qatar only has 1 airport apparently. Not sure if that's also true in the real world. So yeah, let's fly here. Buy a caravan, Cessna Caravan. Only 14 people get in the airplane. Decrease price a bit. Service level 2 is nice for our airline. And that's it. Yeah, we could fly from here to here, for example, to have another flight the other way. Yeah. Or maybe one of these, Bodrum. What's this? 11,000 people, that's not so much. 400,000 people. Okay, let's fly to Bodrum, that sounds nice. And then we'll have enough routes for now. Okay. Not sure if this makes sense, because this is actually in Asia still. Yeah, the whole idea was to connect Europe to Asia. Maybe this one then, Heraklion. Yeah. Although, yeah, that's not really a diagonal, is it? It's more like a straight. Okay, some other place in Greece. So not Athens, but this island, Santorini. Yeah, it's only 10,000 people. 16,000 people. 12,000, 10,000, 14,000, 72,000. Is this still within range? No, that's slightly more than 1,000 kilometers. Okay, we'll have to do one of those small islands then. 16,000, 10,000. Or the smaller airport. Oh, that's only 1,000 people. Yeah, let's do the island with 16,000 people. This one. So we won't get a lot of traffic probably, but yeah, who knows. So yeah, let's keep the capacity a bit down. Ticket price like this, service quality 2. Okay. And that's all for now. So next time we can tweak. Hopefully we'll generate a profit on these routes as well next time. We've slightly increased the price. Our green routes, we have increased the capacity to let them generate even more profit. We are actually making a profit now if we do not include our loan. So yeah, our loan, we have to pay 70,000, so we're losing all our profit to pay the loan back. But the new routes will also hopefully start generating profits later, and our profit will hopefully increase. And yeah, that's it. That's our Diagonal Airlines. Thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you again next time. Goodbye.